Chapter 3, Pair of Linear Equation in Two Variable. Session 10. Exercise 3.5, question number 4. Form the pair of linear equation of the following problems and find their solution if they exist by algebraic method, by any algebraic method, right? So you can use any algebraic method, cross multiplication, elimination, or the substitution method. So the first question is, part of a monthly hostel charges is fixed. So some charges is fixed that you need to compulsorily have to pay. For example, the rent. So if the rent is rupees 1,000, so that 1,000 you need to compulsorily pay. Right? Remaining depends on the number of days one has taken a food in a mash. For example, per day, it's a per day, not a per time, it's per day. If the food charge is rupees 100, so if he stay over there for the 21 days, so he or she need to pay the 2100 in that way, right? So when the student A, so here we have the two student A and student B. Now for the student A, takes a food for the 20 days and has to pay 1,000 rupees. See, let the fixed charge be X. So he need to pay the X, right? What we see in the example is, for example, per day is 100, and if he needs to stay over there for the 20 days, so he needs to pay 2,000 rupees, right? But instead, for the per day charges Y, per day charges is, for example, Y, and if he stay over there for the 20 days, so he need to pay the 20 Y rupees, so it's a 20Y. So now the fixed charge is X plus a per day charges 20Y because he stay over there for the 20 days, and the total charge he needs to pay is equals to rupees 1,000. So we have the equation X plus 20Y is equals to what? 1,000, right? So here is the first equation, right? Okay, now let's move ahead. Where the student B, who takes the food for 26 days, now fixed charge is X, per day charge is Y, he needs to stay over there is for 26 days, is equals to total he needs to pay is 1180. This is equation number 2. Okay, so this two equation we get. Now you can use any method to solve, but before that we need to check whether the solution is exist or not. If they exist, so if they exist, that means we need to check a1 upon a2 must not equals to b1 upon b2, right? Okay, see here. So a1 is 1 and 1, a1 a2 1 1, b1 b2 20 and 26, right? So 1 upon 1 is nothing but the 1, and 20 upon 6, so it is not going to be the 1 because so it is not equals to 20 upon 26, right? So a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2, therefore the unique solution exists. Subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. From equation number 2 means what? First of all, we need to write down the equation number 2. So what is equation number 2? Here, see, this is right. So I write here X plus 26Y is equals to 1180, right? Another one is what? X plus 20y is equals to 1,000. Now subtraction means plus becomes minus, plus becomes minus, plus becomes minus, and here if it is minus, then it becomes plus. Okay, now this cuts. Now 26 minus 20, it is nothing but the 6y is equals to, here 1180 minus 1000 is nothing but the 180. So therefore y is equals to 180 divided by 6. The 6 from the numerator goes into the denominator, so it's a 180 divided by 6, and this is cut 6 30s are. So 6 cut, answer is 30. See here, y is equals to 30, right? So substituting this value in equation number 1 or in equation number 2. So here we put it into the equation number 1. So equation number 1 is what? X plus, he stay for the 20 days, so 20y, and total he needs to pay is 1000, so 1000, right? So here, what is the value of y is 30, so x plus 20, y is nothing but the 30, is equals to 1000. Now this is going to be the 3 2s are 6 and 2 0, 600. So x plus 600 is equals to 1000. If 600 goes on to the another side, it becomes minus. So x is equals to 1000 minus 600 is equals to 400. So 400 is the answer for the y, right? Hence the fixed charge is 400 and the charges per day is 30. Okay. So in this way you need to solve this easy sum. Once again, I'll let you know how to form the equation. See, fixed charge is x and per day charge is y, right? If he stay over there for the 20 days, he or she need to pay the 20, and total, so she needs to pay the total 1000. Total means what? Plus, so total pays the 1000. So exact equation is what? X plus 20y is equals to 1000. So this is the x plus 20y is equals to 1000. But if student B stay over there for the 26th day, x is the fixed charge, per day is y, so 26 days means 26y is equals to 1180, right? So this is the another equation, and methods you know how to solve, right? Because we see a lots of sum to solve the methods, right? Now question number 2, a fraction becomes 1 upon 3. Now we don't know what is the fraction, so let the fraction be x upon y. Let the fraction be x upon y. It becomes 1 upon 3. Becomes means what? Is equals to 1 upon 3. When? How? So how it becomes 1 upon 3? When 1 is subtracted from the numerator. 1 is subtracted from the numerator. So what is the numerator? Numerator is x, and that we need to subtract 1. So this is the one equation, right? So y goes on to the upper side and 3 goes on to this y, means cross multiplication. So 3 into x, 3x, 3 into 1, so minus 3 is equals to y. If minus 3 goes on to the another side, it becomes plus, right? So 3x minus y is equals to 3. 3x minus y is equals to 3 is the equation. Okay. Now original fraction is x upon y. Original fraction is x upon y. Now it becomes 1 upon 4. It becomes means what? Is equals to 1 upon 4. When 8 is added to the denominator. When 8 is added to the denominator. Now once again, cross multiplication. 4 into x. 4x. Now we can multiply with anything with the one, the answer remains same. So is equals to y plus 8. Now 8 goes on to the another side, it becomes minus, right? In same way, y goes on to the another side, it becomes minus. So we need to move the y. So 4x minus y is equals to 8, right? So 4x minus y is equals to 8. Now subtracting the equation number 1 from the equation number 2. Subtract equation number 1 from the equation number 2. From the equation number 2 means we will write down the first 4x minus y is equals to 8, and 3x, it is the 3x minus y is equals to 3. Now subtraction means plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus. Now this y and y cut. Now 4x minus 3x is nothing but the x is equals to, this is the minus, right? So 8 minus 3 is nothing but the 5. So x is equals to 5. So x is equals to 5. Putting this value in equation number 1 or in equation number 2. See, whatever you are comfortable with. So here I am comfortable with the 1, so I will put it into 1. So 3 into x. What is the value of x? Is nothing but the 5 minus y is equals to 3. Now y goes on to the another side, it becomes plus. 3 comes onto this side, it becomes minus. So 3 5s are 15. minus 3 is equals to y, and therefore y is equals to 12. Right, so y is equals to 12. But here we need to know the fraction. What is the fraction is? So fraction is x upon y. So what is the value of x? 5. So is equals to 5. What is the value of y? So value of y is nothing but the 12. So the original fraction may be 5 by 12. Okay, according to the given condition. Easy sum. So practice, right? Practice more sum like this. You will know the you will come to know the better ideas, right? Yash scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for the right answer and losing 1 mark for the wrong answer. See, for example, just I'm giving you the example, right? Total there is a 10 question. Total there is a 10 question. Out of 10, he gave the 7 correct answer, right? For one answer he get the 3 plus, so that is answer is 21, and 3 he wrong, answerly wrong, so he get the 2 negative. So total negative means what? Negative means minus, so 3 twos are minus 6, so total he get 6 minus and 21 plus. So total marks is what? Total marks is nothing but the 15, right? How? Because losing losing 1 marks means what? It is negative. Losing 1 marks means what? It is negative. So for example, he gives the x right answer and y wrong answer, so y becomes negative and x becomes positive. Let the right answer and the wrong answer be x and y respectively. Y is not written here, but just consider this, right? Y, here is y. Let the right answer is x and wrong answer be y respectively. Now 3 marks for the correct answer. Now he give the x right, that means 3x minus 1 for the negative. So y is equals to, total he get what? 40. So is equals to 40. Right, is equals to 40. Another one, 4 marks for the correct answer. So 4x and 2 for the incorrect. Deducted 2 from the incorrect for the 2. So 2y is equals to, total he scored 50. Total he scored 50. Right? So in that manner we can find this out. Now how many were there in the test? How many questions were there in the test means what? See, total he gives the x correct and y incorrect, right? What we see in the 10, he gives the 7 correct and 3 incorrect, so total will be the answer. So we exactly need to find out the x plus y. So that thing you need to keep in mind, right? We need to find out exactly the x plus y. This is our equation number 2, right? You can take out the 2 common out of it. It becomes 2x minus y is equals to 25. Subtracting equation number 2 from equation number 1. Keep in mind the subtracting equation number 2 from 1. So we need to write down the equation number firstly. So 3x minus y is equals to 40, and then 2x minus y is equals to 25. So minus plus minus, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus, and plus becomes minus. So 3x minus 2x is nothing but the x. This is the cut, is equals to 40 minus 25 is equals to 15. So x is equals to 15. Now put this into the equation number 1 or into the equation number 2. So here put x is equals to 15 in equation number 1. So 3 into 15 minus y is equals to 40. 15 3s are 45, right? 45. Now minus y goes on to the another side, it becomes plus, and 40 comes on to the another side, it becomes minus. So 45 minus 40 is equals to y. 45 minus 5 is nothing but the y. See, he gives the total 15 correct and 5 incorrect. 15 correct and 5 incorrect. So we need to find out how many questions were there in the test. So total number of question is 20, because 5 plus 15 is nothing but the 20, right? Therefore number of right answer is 15 and number of wrong answer is 5. The total number of question is x plus y is equals to 20. Now let's move ahead with the another sum. Oh, a very beautiful sum. places A and B are 100 kilometers apart on a highway. Car, a car starts from A and another car B at the same time. One car starts from the A and another car starts from the B at the same time, right? See, at the same time both the car starts to travel their distances. If car travels in the same direction at the different speed, they meet in 5 hours. If they travel towards each other, so let's check in the next slide, with each other they meet in 1 hour. So what does it mean, right? See, this A and B are the places 100 kilometers apart. A and B are the places 100 kilometers apart, right? So here are the given, right? uh, A and B are the places are 100 kilometers apart. For example, this is the figure. One is A, this is the place, and one is the B. So car A starts from the A, and car B starts from the B, and they meet after 5 hours. They meet after 5 hours, right? So what does it mean? So the car which is at the A have the larger speed, means greater speed, and car at the B has the lower speed. If you consider A and B are the 100 kilometers apart, A and B are the 100 kilometers apart. Now consider this. For example, car A travels the distance D2. Car A travels the distance D2 and car B travels the distance D1. Now it is simple. If I subtract D1 from the D2, see, D1 is subtracted from the D2. So this portion is cutted out, so this portion is remain. So this is nothing but the 100. So we can say here D2 minus D1 is equals to 100. Once again, see, here A and B are the places 100 kilometers apart. Now car A starts and another car starts from the B. So car A has the higher speed and car B has the lower speed, right? For example, car A travels the distance D2 and car B travels the distance D1. So if you subtract D1 from the D2, that means the total distance, out of this total distance, if this distance is subtracted, so what is remain? Nothing but the 100, So I can say here that D2 minus D1 is equals to 100. D2 minus D1 is equals to 100. So the car which starts from the A has a speed u kilometers per hour and car which start from the B has a v kilometers per hour. Okay, now let's move ahead. Now d2 minus d1 is equals to 100. Now here we have to deal with the speed. So speed is equals to, see here, speed is equals to distance upon time. Speed is equals to distance upon time. Now distance is equals to, time comes onto the numerator, so speed into time. Distance is equals to speed into time. Okay, now let's see. So d2 is equals to, now distance is speed into time, so speed of the d2 is u, so u into time. Time is, for example, t, because both the car takes the 5 hours, so our t is what? 5. Our t is what? 5, right? So d2 is equals to, speed is u into time is t, and d1 has a speed v and time is t. So we have to write down here d2 minus d1. So d2 minus d1, d2 minus d1. So d2 is what? So tu minus tv total is 100. Now take out the t and t common. So t is common, u minus v is equals to 100. Now t is nothing but the 5 hours. T is nothing but the 5 hours. So u minus v is equals to 100 by 5. 100 by 5 is nothing but the 20. So u minus v is equals to 20. Okay. So this is our first equation. Now respective speed in the both, if they travel towards each other, right? So the total distance between the cars are the 100 kilometers, right? If this car drive towards each other, both the car drives towards each other. So think one, just thought of d1 plus d2. d1 plus d2 is what? So total distance is 100. So d1 plus d2 is nothing but the 100. Once again, see the total distance is what? 100. This car travels the distance d1 and this car travels the distance d2. So d1 plus d2 is nothing but the 100. d1 plus d2 is nothing but the 100. So here I can say that d1 plus d2 is equals to 100, and here the time is given 1 hour. So t is equals to 1. T is equals to 1. So d1 plus d2 is equals to 100. Now what is the d1? So t into v. What is d2? T into u is equals to 100. T take out the common. So it is u plus v is equals to 100. Now t is the 1. So we don't need to write it down. So u plus v is equals to 100. Equation number 2. Right? d1 plus d2 is equals to 100. T is common. T is, instead of t, write down the 1 and you will get the u plus v is equals to 100. Adding both the equations we obtain u minus v, u plus v is equals to 100 minus 20. U plus v, u minus v is equals to 100 plus 20. Now plus v minus v cut. So u plus u is nothing but the 2u is equals to 180, and therefore u is equals to 60 kilometers per hour. Now put this 60 into the equation number 1 or equation number 2. Equation number 1 is what? U minus v is equals to 20. Whether you can put this into this equation or into this equation. Sorry. Here in the equation number 2. Okay. So let's check. Putting this value in equation number 1. So 60 plus v is equals to 100. Sorry, it is put it down in the equation number 2. So here we put it into the equation number 2. Instead of 1 there is a 2, right? It's written by mistake. So putting this value of y is equals to c in equation number 2. Here it is 2. Just keep in mind, here it is 2. 2 we obtain 60 plus v is equals to 100. So 60 plus v is equals to 100. 60 plus v is equals to 100. Now what is the value of u is 60, right? 60 goes on to the another side, it becomes minus. So v is equals to 40. Why? Because 100 minus 60 is 40. Now we have the equation number 1, u minus v is equals to 20. Now what is the value of u? It is 60 minus v is equals to 20. Now v goes on to the another side and 20 comes onto this side. So 60 minus 20 is equals to v. 60 minus 20 is 40 is equals to v. See, you can put this value in any equation, whether in equation number 1 or in equation number 2. The answer is the same. So hence the speed of one car is 60 and another car is 40 km per. Last question. The area of rectangle gets reduced by 9 square units. Now what is the rectangle? Now this is the rectangle whose length is, for example, x and breadth is y. So what is the area of rectangle? So area of rectangle is x into y. Now it is reduced by 9. That means x y minus 9. When its length is reduced by 5. Its length is reduced by 5 means minus 5. So x minus 5. And then breadth is increased by 3, that means y plus 3, right? So this is the equation. If length is reduced by 5 and breadth is increased by 3, the area gets reduced by 9. Now x into y, xy, x into 3, 3x, 5 into y minus 5y, and 5 into 3 minus 15. Now xy cut. Now 3x minus 5y, minus 15 goes on to the another side, it becomes plus. So 15 minus 9 becomes 6. Another equation is, if we increase the length by 3, that means x plus 3, and breadth by 2 units, y plus 2, the area is increased by 67 square unit. So the area is increased by 67 square unit. So plus 67. Now length is increased by 3 and breadth is increased by 2. So the area xy is increased by 67 square unit. So this is the equation. Now x into y, xy, x into 2, 2x, 3 into y, 3y, and 3 into 2, 6. Now xy cut. Now 2x plus 3y plus 6. Now 6 goes on to the another side, it becomes minus. So 67 minus 6 is 61. So here is the second equation. So this is the first equation, this is the second equation. Now we need to solve both this equation with any method. Why? Because a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. So we get the unique solution. Now here we solve it with the help of cross multiplication method. So b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2, b1, b2. Now simply cross multiply. So 61 into 5, 305, because both the minus, if the minus sign comes even times, it becomes plus. 6 3s are minus 18. In the same way, 6 2s are, right? 6 2s are minus 12. 61 3s are minus 183. In the same manner, 3 3s are 9 and 5 2s are 10. Okay. Now you just make a simplification, you will get this. Now compare x upon 323 with 1 upon 90, and then y upon 171 with the 1 upon 90. So 323 goes on to the numerator. So it's a 323 divided by 19 is equals to 17. This is the 19 into 17. So 19 cut. 171 divided by 19. So this is the 19 9s are. So 19 cut. The answer is become 9. So hence the length and breadth of the rectangles are 7 unit and the 9 units respectively. Here the main thing that we need to know is the area is reduced by 9. See, original area is xy. It is reduced by 9 means what? 9. When it reduced by 9? When the length is reduced by 5 and breadth is increased by 2. At that time, area get reduced by 9. Okay, another equation, that is, if the length is increased by 3, so x plus 3, and the breadth is increased by 2, so y plus 2. So at that time, area is increased. So xy is the area. Area is increased by this 67 square unit. And if you make the simplification, you will get the equation number 2, and here you will get the equation number 1. And both the equation have the unique solution. Why unique solution? Because a1 upon a2 is not equals to b1 upon b2. Now you can solve it with the help of any method. Here I think it is very much comfortable to solve it with the cross multiplication method, so I use here the cross multiplication method. If you think that substitution is easy, you can go ahead with that. If you think elimination is easy, go with that, right? It is totally up to you. Okay, so that's it for today. Bye bye. Work hard, stay home, stay safe, work hard, because it's SSC.